Jonas Zimmermann, Day 4. I have successfully isolated the substance inside our test tank. But this breakthrough could have the deadliest consequences, and we must now proceed with extreme caution. The experiment chamber has been sealed from the outside. Access is strictly forbidden, restricted to the most senior personnel. I'm convinced this specimen can be developed into our vaccine. It shows great potential, but we are still a long way from achieving our goal. As a doctor with centuries of medical knowledge at my disposal, I must strongly oppose the idea of treating all of our soldiers with this substance. As the man personally responsible for the results, my recommendation is to select a small test group instead. But the scientist's voice is not always heard. Wherever disease strikes, our duty is to save lives. That is the cause I dedicate myself to. The stronger the soldier, the mightier the army, the greater the nation. This is true progress.
The enemy is attacking!
Pathological symptoms. The plague spreading even faster than we thought. More infected men. And their symptoms don't look the same. This is chaos. The youth Imperial steel.
Come on, quick! This way! The barricade won't hold unless we help them! Be careful. This disease is sending some of our boys insane. They're firing at us for no reason and...
Damn fool! Are they all just raw recruits? Seems like they need me more than I need them. These aren't the same as the others. Something much worse is happening here. Deus ex machina. Our engineers are better than our soldiers.
Stay and fight!
Watch my back,
I'd better go in there. Not that there'll be much help to me.
my day. Still cover me.
Here! Come here!
Payback time.
Over here! We need some help!
No nasty. Let's go. Myself. Hold fire. Die, bastard. I will. What? Still no waiting.
The reinforcements? And I thought I'd been in the army a long time. Listen, this area's already lost. Everybody's either escaped or they're dead.
Oberleutnant Jonas Zimmermann of the 6th Corps, 8th Army. I have an urgent delivery for the Field Marshal.
Well, the officers have all been evacuated to Fort Stern. You should come with us to the field airport. It's close enough. And find yourself a pilot to get you there. We're supposed to rendezvous with our train crew. They'll be passing nearby.
Enemy.
Covering you! Lost! The enemy! Taste steel! I am attacked! That makes I'll blow this thing away. Stay close, though. The creatures are everywhere. Yeah! Let's go! Watch my back! I am defending! Watch my back! Stay and fight! Watch my I need some help!
In the name of God, what's happening here? This disease, it's nothing like the one I was working on.
Don't know what it is, but it spreads bloody fast. Some of them behave like mad animals, and others, they're evil. It's like they're possessed. Ambush, take cover! Don't stop!
That's it then. We can't move on without masks.
Someone go and find us gas masks! Hurry up! Can't take much more of this!
War, plague, and a bunch of idiots. Now where are the masks?
Wait.
Got one.
Feed me your flesh.
Another one. That's it now. Dark corridors, men turning into monsters, and I'm out collecting masks. Unbelievable.
Good job. Do I get a scary costume too?
Thanks, old man.
Geister!
Kälte Titan!
Attack the enemy! The enemy is in the retreat! Defend this location!
The enemy is attacking!
The enemy is in the retreat!
Covering you! Watch my back!
Our lads are having a hard time. Hold on, boys! The cavalry is coming! That's it then, old man. We have to go back to the train now and get all the ammunition the hell away from this mess. You're on your own now.
Enemy retreat. I will get it.
When they are so sick, what's causing all this rage? It's like rabies, with elements of typhoid too. It's unbelievable.
And now...
What revenge? Move. Get away.
I will drink your blood. Just try and stop me.
And now. This is definitely not from our world. What the hell is happening? Come here! Ready to fight! You Jonas Zimmerman, Day 6. I advise you all, never underestimate this project. The sooner we succeed, the sooner our army will be equipped for a glorious victory. I've made certain changes to the experiment, and our results are now more stable. A breakthrough is surely imminent.
Stay quiet! What's my message? Hilfe! I'm covering you!
The enemy is... this location. I'm coming!
You will die! Scheiße! Hände hoch! Jetzt gibt's keine...
Hinten raus!
You bastards! Die! How many bullets do I have to waste on you freaks?
Stay and fight!
I thought I was the only survivor in this bloody mess. These godforsaken monsters, whatever they are, captured everything in sight. I need to get one of the planes back from them and fly as far away from this hellhole as I can. Oh, by the way, I'm Peter Volker, at your service.
The name's Zimmerman. I've an urgent delivery for the Field Marshal. Listen, if we capture a plane together, will you get me to Fort Stern?
Well, 2 soldiers are better than 1. Why not, eh? Anywhere's better than here.
My work of 2 months had such potential. The final stage, the 6-day operation, gave our army every hope of perfecting the antidote. But they weren't patient enough. The project was closed down after one spectacular failure. But I know this vaccine will work, and my orders now are to deliver the substance personally to Field Marshal Menge and complete the work in the field. This is a terrible disease, and it has to be stopped. High Command seem to have washed their hands of the whole business, but something tells me they're going to regret all they've done to hinder my work. My old hospital in Berlin doesn't seem so bad now after all. Joining the army again so many years after I trained with the best sounds like a bad joke I fell for. Now life is all about discipline, taking orders and saluting my intellectual inferiors, instead of devoting my time to things that are truly important. And yet I confess, I feel strangely positive too. Perhaps, somehow, this was meant to be.
Spot for good! Shit! What is that?
Amazing! An extraordinary species!
Don't sound so impressed! Those bastards are trying to kill us!
It's some sort of war creature! The question is, where are they coming from?
track!
It's a pity we had to destroy those creatures rather than study them.
They're dead. That's good. Study music instead. Much safer.
I could have found out what they are and how to make use of them.
What are you? Some kind of mad scientist?
I am an officer and an explorer. I seek knowledge for myself and victory for the fatherland.
I get the feeling when I land in the ship, it's gonna be a whole lot deeper with you on board. Now don't waste time flying around here. Why are they shooting at us? And what's that gas the Zeppelin spray?
Traitors! Damn traitors! I think we know why the plague is spreading so fast now. The question is, who is giving the orders?
You know, no offense, but for an old man, you're not bad. Now I'll take that pilot seat if you don't mind. It's about time I got us to the fortress.
Changed when you say I'm mad?
Come on. Old-timers like you should be settled in the back, enjoying the scenery. No, this can't be for real! Spray it with bullets! I'll try to get us the hell away from this mess! Damn! Shoot down those fireballs! bumpy landing!
Personal note day 1. Last night I had a bad dream. Everyone was dead but me. When I arrived, the air was thick with the smell of sulfur and rotting bodies. Soldiers lay silent in death. All alone, my mind was racing, Stay alive, stay hidden. Remember your orders, deliver the package, don't become another victim of this madness. And above all else, find out what's causing it. My company had been brutally crushed, a whole train full of men lost. A few escaped, but only to delay death. We all knew something was killing our men in the trenches, an unknown virus erupting into a plague. And I had the cure. Now I had to find the first squad, the lost company, because they would know how it all began.
Hey, are you still breathing, soldier? Hold on, I'll get you out of there. Anyone with you? Damn, not anymore. I can't help your buddy.
Scheiße, my leg. And we almost made it. This creature came flying at us.
Well, your friend wasn't so lucky. But glad you made it. By the look of your plane, seems your guardian angel had a busy night. There's a house close by. I'll get you there. Take a look at your wounds.
Wait! You're a damn Englishman!
No, Fritz. I'm a damn American. Lieutenant George Patton's the name. Don't be so choosy about who's saving your life, soldier.
I don't thank my enemies.
Thanks are for barmaids and bellboys, so save your breath. Point is, our little war's become irrelevant. Now move! They'll come at us as soon as it's dark. Ow! They're here! They're all over us! Door's blocked, okay? There's a gun on the table. Use it! I'll take care of the roof. You won't take us alive, you ugly bastards! You on board? There's too many of them tonight, and the barricade's down. Up the hill, there's a monastery. Should find the rest of my tank squad there. And with any luck, my sweet Renault tank. Ah, that little baby will break.
I doubt it.
Let's move. Move on up. I'll guard this entrance. Lock the other end, then get yourself back here.
I don't take orders from you, Lieutenant. But I happen to agree with your plan.
I'm honored. Now move it!
Get out.
I'm on my own now.
Put your gun down. I'm not gonna hurt you. We're all that's left of our regiment. We tried to break into the monastery. They've got some French tanks there, see? About the only things that'll damage these bloody monsters, whatever they are.
The monastery. That's where I'm going.
Oh, are ya? Some chance. The cavern's the only way through, and that's full of creatures like you've never seen. Horrific. They'll tear you to pieces. And plenty more of these bog-eyed freaks before you even get there. You've not got a hope in hell.
You can rot here forever if you like. I'm going on.
You're bloody mad, you know that?
I have a mission and my duty. Is that a British concept?
I'll show you what a Scotsman can do, pal. Yeah. And I'll get even with those flesh-dripping bastards while I'm at it. We'll help clear your way to the cavern. But if you want to go inside, be those monsters' dinner, that's your lookout.
Mankind, so I possess you. We hold them at bay, buried in the deep, seething, unaware of our true form, oblivious of your debt, of your doom. You keep us hidden in the darkness, waiting. Yet the truth is that we and they are real. yourself to us, and we will give you power. Power. Power.
What are you?
No!
I feel cold. It did something to me. Have I caught the disease?
No, this is no disease. This is the turning of the tide. We feel the seed of change you carry with you. You are not like the others. Show me you are worthy. Show me.
What is happening to me? When they hit me, I felt
Hey, Granddad! I thought you were dead.
I could say the same about you, Lieutenant. How did you make it through?
Takes more than a bunch of meat-faced loons and a few flames to stop one of the tank corps, even without my beautiful Renault.
So, what now?
You wanted to get to Fort Stern, am I right?
If I can get there, I may be able to bring this horror to an end.
Well, I'll drink to that, pal. It's a long way, but if we can get my tank rolling, I'll get you there in one piece.
Oh, American technology has let you down, Lieutenant?
My little baby's French, and she's lost her heartbeat. You'd call that a carburetor. We can fix her up, but it means taking our chances in the monastery.
I've never been there, but I have a bad feeling about this monastery.
And so you should. It's being used as a lazaret. Quarantine, you know? But it's one hospital where you wouldn't want the nurses looking after you.
Why not?
We stopped there last night to repair the carburetor. It was late, looked abandoned. Collins took the gear inside to get some light, and we never saw him or the carburetor again. Instead, we had to fight off these damn crazy nurses, more like animals. Looked like they got rabies or something. Anyway, I think we have company. Let's go! Get inside the main chapel and try to unlock the side door to the monastery. Walker locked it with a key, but some butcher-like fat bastard cut him in half with a meat cleaver. And God knows where he is now. So watch your back. I'll stay here and cover you from all the freaks coming this way. And don't mess around with the sisters if you meet any. They're faster than the rotten bastards we've seen so far. And not much prettier.
Wanna play doctors and nurses? Here, good boy now, and come to me!
The same behavior, but their flesh doesn't seem to be rotting. We must be getting closer to the source of the disease. Locked. I'm far too heavy to break open. So, where's that key?
You're not afraid of me, are you? My poor wounded soldier, you cannot escape me.
Yes, let's head for the monastery. I had crossed the first line. This battlefield will soon be a distant memory, I told myself, to keep my spirits high. But only a blind man cannot see the truth. Something they didn't want to speak of, something hidden in the shadows, had shown itself in the sunlight of war. In broad daylight, its finger pointing at me. What chance did I have of putting this right, delivering the vaccine, making it work? I used to be a scientist. Now I'm just a long-forgotten shadow of that man, blinded by the horror, by my own ambitions. Something terrifying is breathing down your neck. Do you run or turn to face it? An army man knows his place. He obeys orders. He salutes and marches proudly into dangers a normal man would never face. But this was different. Without men who are healthy, without men who are alive, you cannot win a war. You won't find that on the recruiting posters. I wonder why.
Welcome to Feed me.
Good work, old man! Let's search for the cart. It should be somewhere here. This is where we lost Collins.
Understood, Lieutenant!
What the hell? Run, old man! Run!
There is nowhere to run, idiot!
Hang on! I'll try to distract him with grenades. You may want to do the same, but that's just an idiot's opinion. That was close. Never seen anything like that before.
Really? Then I suggest we move on, or you'll be saying the same thing again.
I thought we'd had it that time. Thank God we made it.
It seems God has little interest in this place.
You're a deep one, Zimmerman. But you can fight. I'll give you that.
I'll look for the carburetor. You check if your tank is still there.
Yes, sir.
Stop.
Easy kill.
Attack. Nasty.
You found it. Hey, your eyesight's pretty good for an old trooper.
You see, Lieutenant Patton? It took a German to actually get something done.
Oh, yeah. Your boys have done plenty around here, and not all of it good. I've promised to take you to Fort Stern. Get in before I change my mind.
Want to hear an old joke? How do you make God laugh? You tell him your plans. That's what people around me were always doing. Joking, laughing, thinking they were on some glorious, never-ending journey into the sky. But not me. I want something more. Much more. Funny, isn't it? And painful. You live, you die. All for nothing. All of your sins, all your dirty deeds. Everything seems so small when death dances before your eyes and spawns a creature so powerful and unwanted the devil himself would need to think again. Plans are good. They kill time. Long after, they'll show you who you were. But don't think you'll get them accomplished. No, I wouldn't plan on that.
Can't say you're a bad driver. Where did you learn?
That's none of your business.
You're a good soldier, but one hell of a miserable man.
I've never much cared what the common herd think of me.
Hell, we'd both be thrown out of charm school. But I'm happy to have you along, Eunice. Need every pair of hands I can get.
I'm not here to help you. I just need to get to the fortress as soon as possible for all our sakes. With Field Marshal Menge, I can finalize the vaccine. Stop this disease from spreading.
So, you're a doctor, huh?
I'm a scientist. I know how complex the tools of warfare can be. And what people will do in the name of victory.
Now, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Are you saying somebody's spreading this plague deliberately?
I already have proof. Now I need to find a way to stop it. Perhaps even turn it against its creator.
Damn. You realize what you're saying? You're just as crazy as the madman who started all this.
I'm saying I'll do whatever it takes for my people to win this war. This truce between us ends when we reach Fort Stern.
It's a deal. You know, I almost forgot we could be fighting against each other someday soon. Don't you think that's sad?
In war, there is no place for emotion. However, I do admit, you are a good soldier.
Hey, if I spot you on the battlefield, you want me to miss?
Fortunately for you, I won't be joining the regular troops. I did my time in the past. I was a soldier before you were even born, boy.
Uh-huh. Were those ancient Greeks as deadly as they say? my crew! Damn it!
We're good kids. Casualties. A necessary factor in victory. Flesh everywhere I look.
Charge!
Los!
You may die!
Taste steel!
Charge! Taste steel!
For revenge!
Scheiße!
My turn now!
You may die!
Jetzt gibt's kein Entkommen!
Schnell, schnell!
The enemy is in retreat!
Charge! Scheiße!
Going on foot will make things even harder for us.
Stand fight! taste steel.
I can repair this little sweetheart, so cover my back!
Payback. I'll do my best! Just be quick, will you?
Defending payback time.
Stop this damn thing turning, then I'll be through to the fortress.
Don't know how you'll survive without me, Lieutenant. Okay, let's shut this piece of junk down.
Schnell, schnell!
Komm mit erhoben!
Stand, fight! I am defending!
It's time for me to turn back. Don't plan on bumping into your German pals. At least not right now. Hope you find what you're looking for, Zimmerman. I wish you luck.
Indeed. This joint operation is over. I'm sorry to say, we're enemies again now. You have my sincere thanks.
Like I say to my boys, always do more than is required of you. And remember, a pint of sweat will save a gallon of blood. Now move it, soldier!
The root of all evil is a small wooden house. Each of them hides a secret. A father is a deserter, but only the neighbors know. A mother whose sleek, stockinged legs are all that keep her alive. And a son whose sad mind is a blur. These modern theories are too much for him. His life's first taste of defeat. But then, one cold winter's night, walking home through the woods, the lonely boy simply stopped. He breathed in the chill of the night and walked on. He remembered the path, rock by rock, tree by tree, turn by turn. That night, something went home, never to return. And young Jonas went with it, hand in hand. Soon, theories became friends, and friends' theories. Family, soldiers, orders, breakfast, all theories. To scream is to function. Fear is a natural thing. Where the world sees only pain and blood, another may see opportunity. A scream, even if drawn by the most horrifying plague, is merely a biological reaction. Am I too late? Had the creatures already overrun the stern? I didn't go this far to turn back now. Got you. This whole mess never ceases to amaze me.
I am with
Cannot escape me, boy, now.
Komm mit der Hose!
You'll be
Schnell,
dying.
schnell!
Jonas Zimmermann. It's so good to see you, my friend. It's been a long time.
You've been rather hard to reach lately. But nothing is impossible, as we used to say in the good old days.
Ah, yes, our glorious youth. And doesn't all this excitement remind you of Morocco all those years ago?
We're not children anymore, Hans. We have more honorable business here than shooting unarmed Africans.
You still can't get over Morocco, can you?
I'll never forget it. But come, we have work to do now.
Of course, work. You have brought me the vaccine, haven't you?
Yes, I have it here. It was quite a struggle.
Give it to me. I've waited for so long. This is the last thing missing.
Missing? From what?
You've played your part, my friend. Your role is over now.
What are you talking about? I need to administer the cure. It's a scientific procedure.
It's a substance you've developed for me. You know nothing of what's to follow. Give it to me now.
Slow down. What are you saying? What have you tricked me into this time?
I'll spare you the unnecessary details. We need this vaccine to control the plague.
To control? Don't you mean to cure?
These are just words. You always were so small-minded, Jonas.
It was you, wasn't it? You set this up from the beginning. You're the one who spread the virus, and you needed me to invent a way of controlling it. You're the cause of all this.
Don't be pathetic, Jonas. You can't even imagine what's going on here. I have made a pact. A deeper pact than men like you could ever understand. If I don't fulfill it, then we are all doomed.
I don't need to hear about your treachery or who you sold your soul to. Your new pact is with me. Take me to the lab, let me finalize the vaccine, and then I'll tell your court-martial that you're just a mad old fool and not a filthy traitor!
You really don't understand, do you? There never was a choice, either for me or for you. Why do you think you've survived for so long in amongst all this carnage? Now give me the vaccine and walk away.
Stay where you are, Menge.
Listen to me, Jonas.
No, the time for diplomacy has passed. Last chance.
Last chance? You had one, but...
Killing him wasn't so hard. After all, I'm a soldier. What's more, I'm a German soldier. In war, there can be no mistakes. Orders? They simply dry out, like an empty well. So old that no one visits anymore. Not a soul. A well. Young boys gather round and throw in rocks, watching them drop deep into the dark. Seconds pass. No sound at all. Silence. And when it finally comes, the boys run, screaming, shocked by the depth and power of their well. It's mystery, it's danger. To kill a man, all you need is a rock. The well is all around.
Thanks for getting that bastard off our backs. He'd gone insane, shouting abuse at us the whole time. He started ignoring direct orders from Berlin. They wanted us to abandon this worthless fortress, and he claimed we had to defend it to the last. Thanks to him, this dunghole was almost our graveyard.
Will you just shut up and take me to the lab? I need to prepare the cure before it's too late.
Hey, old man, let's find some explosives and blow this wall away.
My turn now.
We should split up. You take the door on the left. There must be some mechanism to unlock this huge bloody gate and get us into the lab. Drink your blood. Give me your heart. I will drink.
stay. Get there. Got you. Stay.
Pathetic human. By killing Menge, you ruined our plans, but not entirely. With your abilities, you could be more useful to us than he ever was. A dark soul such as yours is not to be wasted.
Just kill me and go to hell.
No, you go to hell, but not in the way that you imagine. Deep below us lies an item, its value beyond compare. We need it to restore the power of our great race, which once shone like a mighty sun. You will bring it to us.
Me? Why me?
You have found us. Perhaps this was destiny. You will repay us for the death of that pitiful Menge. And we shall enjoy seeing whether you are capable of defeating the golem and bringing his treasured artifact to us. With that, we can break into hell and finally stop the true enemy.
And what if I refuse?
You have no choice. It has already happened.
The well is all around, and darkness will find you on her own. And when she finally does, you'll be lying face down in cold, filthy mud, begging for life, your face barely recognizable, altered by fear and darkness itself. Only those who are strong enough to admit the need to change can survive. Creatures so unexpected, events so different from any war known to mankind. But I am alive, going down, deep down, watching every step just to see where the light is. Not looking out for enemies, they're already gone, as if they were never here. I am a man fighting for himself now, working to forge a reputation, to create a new definition of fear. To scare them all to death by offering living proof of what man can do when he is not afraid.
Who are you? Are you one of them?
Who knows? But I'm not one of you anymore.
God damn you then, old man! Either help us or get lost!
I've never seen you before, but I feel as if we are one. What's happening?
The change. Power is gathering. The soul escapes. Move.
Something is changing inside me. We really have to follow them? What am I doing here? Something is changing inside me. Do I really have to follow them? What am I doing here? Losing this war. And since they've changed me into one of their kind, so am I. What could be worse?
Nobody can defeat you but yourself.
What?
The second you come and see.
kill him, will I die? Myself from the chains of humanity. Yes, die! and set me free. Go away and let my mind be pure. I feel so good, so clear, so purified, so untouched. My soul has departed. Nothing can stop me. Now they'll pay the price. I'll make them suffer. I'll rule them for eternity. Now, only one task remains. Where is this cursed golem? The journey to this story's last chapter was inevitable. Fueled by the passion to make a change, to free my demons, I give the same dream to all who come after me. They'll want to destroy me, to make me pay for what I have done. But it's not that easy, not now. Now I am the ruler. Horrible mutilation of mankind, underground race fighting their conquerors, strange creatures caught in the middle. All are long gone. Only I can see it clearly. In the land of man, there can be only one master. At last, the artifact is mine. Its power courses through me. I feel it commanding me. And now that I know what to do, I will not hesitate. Only I know how to use this power. The demons are winning this war, and not a single human or vampire can survive without me. I must create a new army, an army of the undead. Warriors without doubts, without mercy, without fear. There can be only one ruler of the darkness. Now is my time!